Don't see Jake. Jake's been here about now. I don't know where Jake is. I'm just going to see if I can see if he's gotten here. He should have gotten here by now. It's 4:18. Out of curiosity, did you document what he came over and said to me?
No.
Oh, okay. He said no, he didn't document it. Oh, there's Jake. Hey, Jake, I was wondering where you were. Huh? Huh? I was wondering what took you so long. I was starting to wonder. Oh, you went to McDonald's?
Yeah, I do everything.
And got yourself a drink?
Yeah, water cup.
Oh, okay. Water cup. You were thirsty.
I wrote to my thirsty.
I got you a sandwich.
What type of sandwich?
It's the turkey and cheese.
Good.
Hey, I'll give you the sandwich. It's in this bag. I went to the store today.
Oh, good.
I get to work by myself tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Madeline called me, the store manager, and she said that they were told by the office, she was told she had to send one person home. She could only have one person working per shift. I got some cupcakes. Here's a turkey sandwich for you. And I got some more spaghetti and meatballs in a can. And then I got some more pizza. There you go.
No.
I didn't get any fruit punch or anything there.
Sí, I'm thinking. I got both.
I ate one pink one and I ate one blue one. Is that pink or white?
That's pink. Yeah, it's definitely pink.
I took Gizmo this morning.
That's all good.
They told me that we have to be there to pick her up at 7:30 tomorrow.
What time is it?
I got there at 8:20. I was on foot, so they let me bring Gizmo in, even though I was the only person with a dog inside. They let me in because,
You're on foot?
I was on foot and I didn't have a car. Everybody else had to leave their dog in their car. They have a sign that said, leave your animal in your car, leave your pet in your car. But they took her, so,
Wow, that one, because you get off at 7 tomorrow, though.
I know, I can't be down there, so I don't know. I'll just have to call them and tell them I'm sorry, I'm running late. I'll get there as soon as I can. I asked the lady, though. I asked her, I told her, well, I have to work third shift and I have to take the bus to get here, so, it might be closer to 9 before I can get here. And,
And?
she said, well, you're going to have to find somebody else to come pick her up then, because if we let you do that, then we're going to have to let everybody do that. So I think that's our official line that she has to say. But if I can't get there tomorrow at 7:30, I mean, what are they going to do, She said we have to clear them out so we can make room for the next bunch. But I'll just call them in the morning and tell them I'm sorry, I'm trying to get over there.
Well, I mean, like, tell them that, make them for sure time that you'll get there, because don't say, like, oh, I might get there by 11. They might come up for sure time, so they don't think.
Well, I told her 9, and she said no.
No.
So the only other option would be for me to get somebody to pick her up, and there's nobody I can do that unless you want to get to do it.
I can't. At school.
Yeah, you'd have to miss school to do it.
How'd you get there?
I walked. It took me about 40 minutes. No, 50 minutes. About a 50-minute walk.
Not bad.
Yeah, Gizmo barked at everything. There was one lady sitting in the lobby. Gizmo covered her ear. The lady covered her ears because Gizmo was barking and squealing so much
Yeah, that way.
that the lady just couldn't stand it. She can't stand it. She can't stand to see anything go by her. She can't stand to see anything go by her that she doesn't get to bark at. You know? So I wasn't going to get to work tonight, and that would have worked out fine to go pick up Gizmo, but I need the hours more than I need Gizmo.
We're not going to, like, burn them in town, because you have to pay a $300 fee. They might do it just, like, until 12 or noon, but...
Yeah, if you have transportation problems, oh, I'm sorry, my car broke down. I got a ride, but my car broke down, I think, I can understand. It's kind of like teachers with cell phones in the classroom. You ask your teacher if you can use a cell phone in the classroom, she's going to tell you no. But what else? She's going to know that everybody's doing it and everybody's hiding them under their desk, and that there's certain times when she turns her head and acts like she doesn't see. That doesn't happen at your school, but in public schools it does.
Well, yeah, it happens with this phone in our class, but not many people have their phones out. Draw people's ears. Could you try and open this?
Yeah. Yeah, you're really getting a lot of exercise on that bike now. 5 miles a day, 4 or 5 miles a day, that's a lot of exercise. So that's good, you know.
Tastes like tuna.
Oh, really? It's turkey. It tastes like tuna fish?
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
That was strange. I wonder what they put in it. It was only $2.
Okay. That's bad. Says it may contain egg, milk, soy, wheat, caraway, coffee, sesame seeds, cornmeal. It's a turkey sandwich.
It just looks like turkey and cheese to me. I don't see any soybeans on it.
Hold on.
Huh?
Here. Let me know that.
You don't want it?
No, read the ingredients.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you.
Oh, there's a shitload more.
Yeah, it's all that, preservatives and stuff. That's what it is. They put that in bread now and everything, you know. If you look at the fine print on everything you buy, just about, it's got all that kind of stuff in it. You don't even know it's there. It just looks like a slice of bread with cheese on it is all, you know.
The clouds are dark as shit. It's closing my eyes. Remember how dark the clouds were this morning?
Yeah, I know.
It's getting rain all day.
Nope.
Oh my god.
I went and checked at the housing authority, too.
What they say?
We have been on the waiting list for a Section 8 voucher for 4 years, and we are still on it. We are still on the waiting list.
Wow. Wow. I don't have any homework, and if I did, I wouldn't be brain on it, so there's no point in doing it. I know it's a lot harder for me to put my bike in front of my jacket on.
Oh,
I
really?
take out my jacket and put it on my waist, it's a lot easier. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
So I took Gizmo, and then I went to the housing authority, and then went to Walmart and bought this food, and came to the library. Yeah.
Can you buy the librarian?
Yeah.
No, what is it?
Oh, Miss Neal called me from Linwood.
Oh.
She said she's trying to get my references worked out, but my phone rang. I was sitting at that back table by that bay window, and I wasn't on the phone for their 30 seconds. The call dropped. And, I mean, the call had already dropped and ended when the security guard and librarian approached me and said that they had gotten a complaint for me talking on my cell phone. And I asked after that, I said, okay, thank you. The call had already ended. And I asked the lady at my table, I said, could you even hear me? She said no. She couldn't even hear me. She's sitting at the same damn table I was sitting at. And it was less than a minute, more like 30 seconds that I was on the call before it dropped. There's no way that somebody could have gotten up from reference and gone up to the reference desk, and then they could have gone and fetched the security guard in 30 seconds, and then come and when the call had dropped. You can call Ms. Neal and ask her to call. I went into the conference room next to it, call dropped 3 or 4 times, even in there. So, they're just making up excuses to come over and shoot me out for no good reason. So I asked the security guard on my way out here to give me that sandwich if he had just documented that. And he said no, but he's probably lying. And that other assistant branch manager, he told me he was documenting. So we're playing the documentation perjury game. Yeah. That day when he came over and told me that I was harassing kids in the children's section of the library. And they had investigated and found that the children had done nothing wrong, which was a bull-faced lie because I had it on video to prove they were doing exactly what I said. They didn't even ask for my video, and they got cameras all over in there. They could have rolled the cameras and seen it. So it's bogus. But I just said, okay, sorry about that, thank you. You know. Oh, it's right there. Is that what you're looking for? That paper you just dropped? Cupcake wrapper? Okay. Well, I'm going to have a smoke, and then we'll probably leave.
When?
About the time. No. I'll have a smoke. We'll probably finish it. We'll leave later tonight, like around
Yeah.
same time last night.
Yeah. It's not very long.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Don't forget your coat.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you had to go throw your trash away.
What?
Well, I'm going to go sit over here. Why did it take you so long? You wanted to stop and rest at McDonald's?
Yes. I had to walk more today.
Yeah.
My leg was bothering me. So I had to walk for that.
Oh, that's what it was. You had to walk your bike.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, how are you? All right, just thought I'd have a seat over here. I'm a smoker. You don't mind, do you? I didn't want to sit over there in case the smoke would drift over and hit the people walking out of the library there.
That's cool.
So I just thought over here it might drift that way towards the parking lot. I wish the western winter would be like this. Not cold, you know.
Yes, ma'am, I do. Actually, very, very nice today.
Well. Well, you're good on that thing. I see those thumbs just go and go and go. My son he can play video games like that, but I'm still trying to figure out, okay, now which way means shoot,
Oh,
you know?
by no means am I fast. That's, oh my gosh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
My son started beating me in video games when he was 5 years old. Man, I don't think I'll hardly ever win since then.
That's when I quit. When my son started beating me when he was like that age,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I'm done. I'm not gonna.
I haven't played them in years either, to be honest with you.
I don't care much for it, but there's just so much time that goes by and it's just gone time. So I don't do that anymore. Shreve Drive, and what's this other street?
This road right here is Captain Shreve. This road right here is Riley Lane. So this is Captain Shreve and Riley.
What's the name of the library?
This is the Broadmoor.
Broadmoor. Must have been the wrong number.
Oh, they're awful. Wow, yeah, everybody flocks to the library. Bunch of nerds. I guess that's what we are, but really I think it's people come to play video games, the kids do. People from all ages though. You see them all ages. It's not just kids, it's old people, young people, kids.
Hey John, this is Matt Huggins. Me and Bill are over here called the Broadmoor Library. If you want to come pick us up, we're pretty much done with our route. So. All right, thank you. Broadmoor? Broadmoor? It's on the corner of Captain Shreve and
Riley.
Riley. All right? Pick us up. These neighborhoods are really, really nice. The trees are super big on this.
What do you do if you don't mind me asking?
Well, today, I'm from Oklahoma, and we've been coming down here going door to door getting people to vote today, or by Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, for the runoff?
Yeah, and we're just getting people to vote. We're just helping people, basically, get people to do what they need to do. So I've been walking through these neighborhoods, man, there's some really, really beautiful trees.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They are.
I really like it. I like this kind of stuff. Makes the day go really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you got nice scenery to look at. Really, really nice. We got a bunch of people out today. We got 24 people. It's nice. I got an aunt that lives in, how do you say it, Bossier City?
Bossier.
Bossier. There you go. I know the, it's like a, say it the right way. Yeah, her and her husband live over there. We come down every once in a while and see them. So, I like Shreveport area. It's nice.
You don't live here, do you?
No, ma'am, I don't. I guess what I should have said is, it's nice to come and visit, put it that way.
Yeah. What's Oklahoma like?
It's not like this, that's for sure.
And really? It's not?
Southeast part, yes. It's got a lot of pine trees and a lot
Right.
like this, but it's more flat land, and it's got trees, but it's more flat land, kind of like Kansas with a lot of trees.
Right, flat, yeah.
Yeah, John? Oh, I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number, I'm sorry. Thank you, ma'am. I called the wrong one. Yeah, but it's, there's different parts, like here, there's different parts too, that look a little different, but you've been to Texas, right?
It's been a long time since I've been to Texas.
Yeah.
I've heard it's real flat over there.
Where I'm from looks a lot like the Dallas area, except we have a little more trees, but we like it.
I've heard Dallas is like merged with Fort Worth. They're kind of like both.
Oh my gosh, there is it's all city now.
Right. That's what I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's just all city. All them areas, they're all together now.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy down
A
there.
lot of people from Texas come here. You see a lot of cars with Texas plates on them.
In fact, I went to the door and stuff. I've seen a lot. Yeah, in fact, there's another car over there a while ago. Yeah, a lot of Texas people coming. A lot of them come to Oklahoma too, since they're right there. You know, we're all kind of neighbors.
Right. Well, I hope everybody turns out to vote. I don't know who's going to win.
It's important.
If it, I don't know if it'll be,
The one that we're promoting is the race between Landry and Cassidy.
oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, we come down to that kind of stuff. To get people to vote, man.
Yeah.
That's what's important.
Yeah, and then there's the mayor's race. They're having a runoff
There's
for
a
that.
big one. Mm-hmm.
Both of them, both the candidates have a background in education. One of them was a high school teacher here. And the other one, I think, was, she worked at the State Department of Education. She was acting director or acting whatever, chancellor or whatever. Whatever. Yeah, and then the other one was a teacher, I think, at Byrd High School. So I guess between the both of them, it'll be a lot to do with education, I hope. Anyway, they need to improve the schools here, so I hope that, you know, something is done to make things better for the students, you know.
Well, I own my own business, and I tell you the best thing I've always found for anything,
Uh-huh.
competitive business.
Really?
And competitive bidding. You want to keep pricing down and keep the quality. Open the markets up for everybody to be competitive.
Yeah.
Back home, they have some things called charter schools.
Oh, yeah.
They do exceptionally well. The ones that I know, because I got friends
Right.
that teach at some of them,
Mm-hmm.
they do very, very good.
Yeah.
Which basically, it's a choice.
Right.
You're giving your kids a choice to go to some sort of school that does things different. I think that's good. I really do. I think they should open it up and make it a competitive market.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a better education out of it,
Yeah.
and I think it'll save money too.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well,
That's my story.
I hope you're right. We've got a few, I think 2 or 3 charter schools here, so, you know,
They do very, very well back home.
yeah.
That's just the way I feel. That I think it should be nice that everybody should have to compete. You know? Public
Well-
schools don't have to compete.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They have what you basically, I feel like it's a monopoly. They don't have to compete with nobody else. They got their thing. That's it.
Yeah, and the taxpayer dollars go to them, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That giant sucking sound that you hear. I hate to say that, but, I mean, it's
That
terrible.
drowning everything
Yeah.
out sound, yes.
Well, this one lady that was candidate for the school board, she ran with a commercial on TV and was on radio saying that 50% of all the schools here fail, that can't pass the State Department of Education standards for passing as an educational institution, and that this is really staggering. 60% of all incoming freshmen this year will not graduate in 4 years. 60%.
That's terrible.
Can you believe that?
That's terrible.
Imagine putting 100 kids on a school bus and only 40 of them graduate. Like,
Terrible.
yeah.
That's not acceptable.
No. I mean, that's unbelievably, that is such a blatant failure.
It's like this right here. They keep doing the same thing and they expect different results. They think that throwing money at it is the answer. Money's not the answer. How was it that in the older times, I've done studies on this kind of stuff,
Uh-huh.
they used to do it with a whole lot more less money,
Right.
and their education was a whole lot better.
That's right.
So where's the deal?
I homeschooled my son for 5 years,
Yeah.
and I put him back in public schools for 6th grade. And they tested him. They told me the test would take him 2 days. He finished the whole thing in 3 hours.
See?
And they put him in honors classes.
You see?
Yeah.
They talk all this stuff, but it doesn't hold any water at all.
Yeah.
How is it that a person like you can do that?
Right.
And it gets better with no money?
Yeah.
I mean, and I was struggling to make copies, and
Oh, yeah.
you know,
hard work.
I was up till 10 o'clock at night after I worked all day writing lesson plans. It was hard work, you know. And he told me his honors classes are easier than it was the home school work that I made him do.
See?
You know, but I'm educating him, or I educated him because I want him to have a future,
Amen to that.
You know,
I
to
do
be a
know.
contributing member of society, and
Instead of, yeah, be a contributor and not a taker.
and live up to what his abilities are, you know.
Yep.
If you have skills and you can do math, and you know, there's no reason why you shouldn't pursue it.
I agree.
You know, so that's,
I agree with you.
and I made him do his work, and I made him learn the material. I didn't just say, okay, yeah, I'll pass you on this one because, you know, you made a D. No, I want an A or a B, and if you don't get the A or B, then you're going to
You're
do
not
it.
going to do
Yeah.
this. You're not going to do
Right.
that.
Until you get it, you know. It's got, I told him all your grades have to be A's or B's, and you know, so he'll tell you I was mean, you know.
They
but,
always do. And
yeah, yeah. But you have to, because kids don't have intrinsic motivation, you know. I mean, some of them do when they get older, and some of them learn it at home at a young age. But they're, in this school system, a vast majority of children who could care less. And if they get a D to pass a class, that's the same thing to them as an A, because the majority of their classmates are not going to pass at all.
You know, I feel it's really important that we are involved also
Yeah.
with our kids. That if we show interest and we push them and motivate them to do better, they will.
Yeah.
I do with mine. My son graduated in his, well, he didn't even finish his 11th grade year. He was getting bored.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, okay, you're getting bored. Let's go get you a GED test. He went. I said, no problem. He didn't even finish his junior year, and he already passed it.
Yeah, and he could still go to college.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, you can still go if you want. He says, I might do that later.
Mhm.
I said, you can take your test. He's sharp. He
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
He's already proven he can do it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
they're going to make him go for another 2 years. I mean, he barely went through the first semester of his junior year. So he missed basically almost 2 full years.
Yeah.
He still passed the test.
Yeah.
You know, so what's that tell you? He can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he's super smart, but he
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happening now.
Yeah.
Kids aren't challenged like that. And they have this system where it kind of dumbs them down, and they have to wait for everybody else to get
Right.
That's not good.
Right. I think that education is a privilege. I don't think that it is something that we owe. I think that it's something that should be earned. And I think that too many times we take the position that we have to, no matter what, keep this kid in school. And I think that that is the wrong approach, because if you have a family that's not supportive of that student, if you have the student who is not concerned, after you've made several reasonable attempts to engage the child in the learning process, and you do not see a result there, then there is not much else that can be done. You know, and when you see a child that's got 50 stacks, or 50 pages in a stack, 50 pages of referrals in a stack, that is still climbing the walls and roaming the hallways, then, you know, that's not the place for that student. And I've had that conversation with a principal who fired me from working at her school. I had kids in my classroom that were climbing in chairs, rifling through the desk of the teacher, you know, wouldn't do anything, and it was at an alternative school. And every time they did it, I corrected them. They refused to follow my instructions. I sent them out of class. I got an administrator that came and got in my face, argued with me, faulted me, and then the principal fired me.
Let them have it, man. I tell you what, I'm of the fact that they're going to continue, let them have it. Everybody who has morals,
right,
just let them have it.
Well, I ended up getting fired from my job at the school board
Okay.
because of it. So
it's been good talking.
It's good to find people. Then you feel like you're not alone.
Amen to that.
Because sometimes you feel it's a different world, right?
Yep. Yes, it is.
Thanks a lot.
I'm gonna go get my buddy. He's probably taking a nap.
Yeah, y'all don't work too hard now.
Nah, walking ain't too bad.
You're right. Oh, what a precious baby.